some more shards?
Not quite yet. We're going to take care of a few things.
Hear me.
Okay, thank you. Yes, welcome to Drak Let's Play Live, everybody. So tonight we're going to start things off with a little bit of Dark Souls 2 because people love the deathfest apparently. And then we are going to bounce into Super Mario Galaxy a little bit later. So you guys can look forward to that very soon. And okay. All right. So we already have. Welcome, Sophie. Let's see. Did you see the Video Game Awards? And just put them in the Devil May Cry 1 Best Music, and Devil May Cry 5, and the new Xbox, and get ready for the new generation of consoles. Would you like to give your thoughts on the new generation of consoles, Andrea, while I go and fix something really fast?
It's a lot to take in. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm excited, but just feels like we just got these consoles like not too long ago, and yet we're going to new ones.
I think I'm too used to the previous generation, where it was 10 years. 10 years before we got new consoles. And I kind of liked that. That kind of worked.
But now it's like, how many years between this and the new ones?
I think we did the homework for it. It would be, let's see, 6-7 years between.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just seems a little bit much. Okay, so we're gonna solve a little problem with our life gems.
I knew you people.
Okay, talk.
My name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Drang Lake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea.
Otherwise, I'd be like,
battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to
I would
sleep.
rather have, some of the old games get into the store more than rather worry about new consoles at the moment.
You may travel light, but
You'd rather worry about what?
bear a burden of your own.
Having more opportunities if games could, from previous gens make it to like the store more than worry about getting new consoles,
Oh, you mean like remastered?
Not just that, but how, like
High time
there's some, old gen stuff that could be like, come to like the Xbox or the PS4 or something.
Okay, you're completely losing me, and part of that is just because the person's talking in my ear. So you want games from previous generations to come up to current gen, is what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of like.
So remastered then.
Well, I guess if you can remaster them,
That's what they would be. Like you're talking about. Sony got away with calling them definitive editions.
Well, yeah, but I mean, unless you can't, like they would do a PS4 store, with some older stuff.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, no, I did not see the Game Awards. I have seen the winners. We technically covered them last night on our RSS exclusive podcast. I'm aware of the announcements and things like that, but I don't watch the Game Awards. The Game Awards piss me off for the most part because I never, ever agree with a lot of the picks. And guess what? Surprise, I didn't agree with a lot of the picks. For example, I don't think Best RPG should have gone to Disco Elysium. I know that some people love that game, but I do believe that there needed to be a proverbial pat on the back for Kingdom Hearts 3 because it actually did a good job. And considering that it wasn't nominated for much, it should have gotten that. I'm not mad about the game of the year with Sekiro. I can't say that I agree with it or not because I've never played Sekiro. So great, good on you.
Too bad.
I'm also a little irritated that Devil May Cry 5 only got best action game. When I feel like it deserved a lot more. It deserved best score as far as I'm concerned. But that's me.
And what about Resident Evil?
Well, first of all, I want to show you this really fast, Andrea. So as soon as this merchant hag moves here, fun fact, We can buy life gems from it again,
Oh,
and they're unlimited.
cool.
So, shall we go ahead and buy a bunch?
Yeah. How come they're now unlimited?
Because she moved here.
Oh, cool.
I can't give you another reason.
Thank you.
Now, really quick, there's another thing I want to do, but, sorry, what were you asking before?
I'm just saying, what about Resident Evil?
It didn't win anything.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, the one that I thought I was going to win was Game of the Year, but Sekiro got it. So, it's just like, okay, fine, whatever. So no, I didn't watch it, but I've seen the trailers, I've seen the winners. I don't agree with every bit of them.
What's up the video game award?
Yeah, so Hideo Kojima won Best Director. And I think that was just, since Jeff Keighley's good friends with Hideo Kojima, I think that was just a big old middle finger to Konami. So, yeah, it didn't win an award, and they're making a Fast and Furious game. Yes, I know. And why? Why? I thought Need for Speed covered this.
Oh, hello again.
Let's see, really quick. Do you have anything of value for me?
Doesn't look like you buy
really.
anything.
So, it's just too bad. Because now...
Well, I do hope I see you again.
I have to do this.
Did you just kill him? Oh,
The process.
why?
So we got a little tip after we got off last time. Is if you kill him, you get his armor. And his armor is probably worth more than him. Because here's what you will like about this, Andrea. Let's see. So let's put it all on. It's the Seldora. So which one is that? There we go. Seldora cap. Seldora robe. I already looked.
Why, hi,
gross.
Rising Sun.
Seldora machetes, and then Seldora.
Drak is violent tonight.
I am horribly violent. Well, it's not my fault that he didn't make himself useful. So, if you actually read the details here, I'm trying to think of how you bring them up. But if you get this Seldora set, believe it or not, it actually, supposedly, increases the amount of souls you can get from kills. So, we already have the covetous Silver Serpent Ring. And now we have this, but I'm looking for the stat thing. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know.
What are you looking for?
I don't remember how to bring this up. Okay, so base defense against. Oh no, this just explains everything. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the description of the. The description of the item. Okay, maybe this will do it. So, Seldora cap. Show item info. So, effect increases number of souls acquired.
Oh.
And all of them do. So, this is kind of what you want to do, is you want to kill this guy off so that you can take his armor, and then that's like the best way to level up in this game, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Is because it increases the amount of souls that you get per kill.
Nice.
So, yes, Rising Sun, welcome, and yes, I am horribly, horribly violent tonight. And Green Day was there. I'm so sorry that Green Day was there. And the main guy from Death Stranding, what's his name? Norman Reedus, was there to present the award for Devil May Cry 5. The creator of Devil May Cry 5 was there. Yes, I know that Itsuno-san was there, and I know he got very much praised when he won Best Action Game, so...
Don't abandon.
See, here's the funniest thing about the new consoles. Yes, they are a thing. We aren't gonna get them right off the bat. I'm not planning on doing like current day reviews as much. And instead, like if I get new games, I'll probably bring them to the stream. But my focus is mainly moved towards the retro reviews. So at that point, that's kind of what I'm working on. The game's music and sound is a bit loud compared to your voice. Oh, is it?
Probably.
Compared to both of us?
Probably. I mean, when we were listening, it was kind of ours. Was kind of a little quiet. Well, thank you for letting us know. Girlfriend Trish or lady, I feel like her.
Okay, is that better?
Hopefully you guys can hear us a little bit better now. Maybe my speaker's trying. Just to compare. The sound is about the same. Oh, Drak's gone. Now I can say mean things about him while he fixes this. Can you hear us a little bit better? I can hear me a little bit better.
We were trying an experiment to see if we could keep the AC on while we stream. Turns out we
It
can't.
might be a bit better now. Oh, now I can hear the young one.
So let's see, what have I missed? What games we supposed to get around? Dante's girlfriend Trish or lady that flew Dark Soul light. Okay, oh, Drak's gone now. Yeah, no Rising Sun. Sound is about the same. Each PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 Pro, and the original PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4. Okay. It might be a bit better now. Thank you. I can hear you okay when you're talking directly into the mic, but if you're off to the side, it's hard to hear. Yeah, so what we were trying to do was we were trying to run our AC so that we didn't, fry ourselves. But unfortunately it didn't work.
Well, it worked last time, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was strange. It worked, but I guess this time around it's not working. So.
But again, it must have been a quiet night, though.
It could have been.
So nobody could have said anything.
Yeah. All right, so now that we have this in the process, first of all, I'm going to move our newly acquired life gems over into our active equipment. So
Final Fantasy, the remake with Cloud.
Final Fantasy VII, the remake with Cloud? Is that what you're meaning? Sorry, Sophia. We really tried not to mess up your statements, but I think your translator's kind of weird. So I'm sorry. We don't mean to do that. It's just like we're kind of sitting here going, what? So it's all good. But if we get things wrong, you'll probably have to forgive us. We're trying very hard. Let's see.
Well, come on, Drak. Let's get on with the deathfest already.
I know, right? So first things first, we're gonna. Well, actually, really quick. There's one thing I want to check with level up lady.
Bear.
Yeah. Bearer of the curse, whatever.
Hi, Jiro.
Jiro! You guys don't have a pop filter? The closest thing that we have is this, like, getting pop filters to work for this particular mic's boom mic. They're not good for them. They don't stay on. Daily time for Drak to die a lot of times. That's kind of why we picked this first. Well, crap. Okay, so we have the strength and we have the dex. I don't know why we have an issue
While you're figuring that out, I'm gonna go
wielding
check
the
on
Cloud Strife Sword.
I'm going to check on it a little more.
Well, we're gonna get some levels really quick and figure this out. I mean, I have a pop filter for my podcast mic, but this is the closest that we can actually get is these little foam balls. Because trying to put an actual pop filter on here just doesn't work. Can't keep them on. Did the sword just go into the ground and come back out? Yes. Yes, in fact it did. It clicked. Because it does that sometimes. Alright, we're going to go plow through some pirates just to get some extra souls so that we can then in turn level up a little bit. Hopefully that'll solve a lot of our issues that we've been having. Things betwixt. No man's work. Here we go. Did she drop her key? Oh, did we give her Tylenol, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Oh, not like Konami. No, I love Konami in the past. Not now.
Konami?
Konami.
Oh, Konami.
Nope. It's hard to love them now because they've made such horrible decisions. All right.
Are you going to be Cloud?
Yes, in fact. Except with less dilly-dally shilly-shally. Bam! Oh yeah, I can already feel. Damn it! I can already feel an increase.
I do not like them at all.
Oh, to Kojima? Yeah. How about to current game devs right now? Because it's so weird. If you want to be a game dev and you formerly worked for Konami, good luck trying to get health insurance. Because, believe it or not, the president of Konami, or one of the higher-ups in Konami, sits on the board of, like, government medical insurance. And so they're playing favorites. Because that's fair, right?
Did you die?
I did die.
What did you do?
I didn't see the hole in the ground, and I went through the water. There we go. I fixed it. Oh,
I
hi.
do not like what...
Yeah.
Wow, you just freaking slammed me. Now, if you just right...
Maybe if I work really, really hard, I'll learn how to do cross slash.
The sword does definitely look like a cloud sword. I don't know how.
And the sad part about it is, like, the thing that makes it useful is this big old sweep. That's it.
Your character kind of looks like King Arthur from
My name is Arthur, King of the Britons.
He's like, charge! I'm king of the...
My name is Arthur. I am King of the Britons.
Britons.
You just barely saw that for the first time, like, a couple of years ago.
Which one?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I barely remember that. I don't even remember as much.
Oh, to me, it's memorable just because, like, my family, or me and my brothers and sisters, like, we quoted jokes from that movie numerous times.
Drak can get his anger out.
Ow.
Konami, maybe, or that Resident Evil 2.
Damn right. Ah!
Yeah, he was hoping that they would have won something.
Really, I was. I kind of was, but here's the thing. Here's the silver lining. I don't have to wait very long for Resident Evil 3 remake. So, there's a silver lining there.
So hopefully, maybe Resident Evil 3 will.
3 won't do it, but
How would 3 not do it?
if 2 couldn't get the job done, 2 is considered better than 3. So if 2 couldn't get the job done, 3 certainly won't. But that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. But the bottom line is that I don't have to wait too long for the next game. And then after the 3 remake comes out, I'm guaranteeing you guys, I'm guaranteeing it, Resident Evil 8's next up on the chopping block.
Maybe you'll meet the Black Knight of the Knights of...
The knights who say...
Oh, you got cornered.
fighting game? I was gonna say,
switch.
well, the knights who say ni, pang, and no.
You might as well switch your sword.
No.
No.
I like being emo.
Oh, fine. We'll be stuck here.
I can't be all dilly-dally, shilly-shally.
Then we'll be stuck here forever.
No, we won't. I'll have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, Drak, be more careful.
What's careful?
Just don't fall into any pits.
Too late. Bam! Oh, wonderful.
Well, at least... Oh, shot in the head.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Is that really a thing?
Okay. Oh, you suck. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't kill him.
Nope, that did. Okay. Alright, so now we have 500 souls to work with. Haha! And there you go, now you're good. Dude, 200 souls off of that guy. This is a definite improvement.
Did you work on that sword or something?
No, I tried to find out, like, the minimum stats that it could be to wield it properly, but unfortunately, I just don't have them. Like, I have the minimum stats, but if I want to wield it one-handed, I'll probably need more strength. Which is fine. That's why I'm kind of taking the approach that I am right now. We're just going to be leveling up for a minute. And if I need to go and get more life gems, then I can do that. Boom. So actually, more in my opinion, I'd like to hear what you guys thought of the Game Awards because, you know, I want to say that everybody knows what my opinions are, but that podcast isn't out yet. So, yeah, my thoughts were it's the Game Awards. I'm not necessarily excited for a new console generation, but I did like some of the announcements that were made. I mean, for crying out loud, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is getting more X-Men. I mean, how can you be disappointed by that?
I didn't watch the Game Awards.
You didn't miss much.
I know.
You didn't miss the
It
post of Mountain Dew and Doritos coming out.
It kind of makes me feel like it's like the Oscars. You know, back then it was fun
It
to
is
watch.
kind of.
It was kind of like, you know, you always wanted to watch it, but nowadays it seems like there's a lot of films that I have never heard or seen or cared for. So it's like, why do I bother watching it?
No! I was almost my viewpoint is that just it is like the Oscars. It's a ginormous circle jerk. It's everybody patting themselves on the back. And that's a little frustrating to see, especially with developers that I love and cherish, because some of them do have a bit of an ego. I am glad that people like Kojima and Itsuno got serious praise there. But then, you know that if EA's there, they're going to get serious praise. Although last night was a little bit surprising because... So, the category that EA usually wins, because they're the king of sports games, right?
Yeah.
They lost. They lost that category this year.
Really?
To Crash Team Racing Nitro. So I was happy about that. Not just as a fan of Crash Bandicoot, but also just to see EA go down a peg for a year.
Jeez. Shot between the eyes.
All right. Jeez, what was the other upset? There was two major upsets. Oh no, this upset was my prediction for next year. Is so best family game. I kid you not, Andrea. Its nominees were 5 Nintendo games.
Really?
Yes, 5 Nintendo games. There was nothing else in that list. It was like Luigi's Mansion 3, Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think Super Mario Party was in there, and like it was all Nintendo games. And I have a feeling next year they're going to have Sony in there because Dreams will be in there. But
wasn't it weird to see Green Day playing there?
I go out of my way to never see Green Day.
And Sophia's in this,
Maybe you'll meet. Yes, yes. This is for Drak when he gets back Dante and Trish, lady girlfriends. Dark Soul with light. It's a quote from Devil. Yes, I know the quote. I'm just like, it was just random out of nowhere. And I will get souls. I will get them so that we can keep moving on. So here's the thing. I would like to know what you guys thought of the Game Awards. What do you guys think of the fact that we're literally a year away from brand new consoles? Are you gonna get them? I'd like to be able to know for myself, or as for myself, we're not. I think we're waiting, aren't we?
yeah, because there's no point of getting new consoles if there are no games to look forward to.
I mean, there's already one that I'm interested in. So Sony's launching a whole new intellectual property called Godfall that I'm very interested in. In fact, I think that was like the best trailer I saw the whole night, and that's going to be on PS5. So I'm interested in that, but I think I've said this in the past. It needs to have like 5 games that I want if I'm gonna buy it on release day. And if it's not gonna have 5 games on release day, then it's not worth it to me. There we go. Chop you down. Choppy choppy. Honestly, the PS5 seems premature. Hey, Kasaibo. And the Xbox Series X doesn't? Seriously, can somebody talk to Phil Spencer about his raging boner for the letter X? Can we all agree that he has a bit of a problem when it comes to the letter X? That, and he needs to fire his naming staff. They suck.
Maybe they're nobodies.
Whatever. I'm saying they suck. They don't deserve money. At least not for that. I mean, okay. Here's what Xbox has been trying to do for a couple of years, and I'll explain it to Andrea, too. So Xbox is pissed that they can't do the Xbox 2, Xbox 3, like PlayStation does. Because with PlayStation, it just makes sense. And so they're like, oh, we have to be different. So instead of Xbox 2, we did Xbox 360. And then everybody went, okay, so the next one's going to be 720. And they're like, no, it'll be Xbox One. And they were like, what? What? And now it's Xbox Series X.
So, real talk, where did you get...
Guts' Dragon Sword? That's another thing it looks like, yeah. I think it was in No Man's Wharf that we got it, right?
I can't remember.
I think so.
I
think that's where we got it. In other news, Joe Burrow won the Heisman Trophy. All right, cool.
It's okay, Drax, because the microphone...
Oh, it says it wrong. So you're trying to do this via mic. That's why. Right. Okay. There we go. See, everybody thinks that tech is the most amazing thing ever until you find out that it has flaws. Oh, you suck!
Could you imagine if we got a dragon dagger and call it a dragon sword?
I'm just adding more points to my emo score.
Yeah.
More points to emo. There we go. So, and actually, what was the trailer that you guys were excited for? I know that Alex was very happy that Hellboy 2 is happening, although he's a little confused as to why it's happening. But since it's Xbox exclusive, he's also going like, damn it. Well, because Ninja Theory now belongs to...
Did you talk to him about that?
Yeah. Okay, first of all, he's going like, how can you do Hellboy 2? Which I kind of agree with, because the story is very one-off. We actually need to show you this story.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen it.
Because it's very much a one-off. And they're still doing it, by the way. But it's going to be Xbox exclusive because Xbox owns Ninja Theory. By the way, Sophia, don't expect DMC2 anytime soon either, because it would be Xbox exclusive now. Because Ninja Theory made that. Wow, did that guy's arm just clip through the wall?
It's no surprise that it's stuck through a wall.
All right then.
The Xbox One was a great weight. Alpha.
Okay, I haven't seen his video. Why does he call it a paperweight? I mean, I have thoughts on the Xbox One, but I'm curious as to why he thought that. Konami is not my favorite game company. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain took off Hideo Kojima and his name off of... Yeah, so that's kind of the start of the controversy, Andrea, is it was supposed to be Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, a Hideo Kojima game. Because that's how he's done all of them.
Yeah.
But they took that off last minute, and they didn't tell him.
That is
because they were having issues with it. And then they basically slowly let him go. But that's okay, because then he scored the deal for Kojima Studios with Sony, and now he's rubbing it in their face. Because despite whether or not, you know, the game journalists loved or hated Death Stranding, which I'm still trying to figure out, by the way, where they feel about it, he still laughed all the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. So, you know, take that, Konami. So I get your hatred, Sophia, but think about it this way. Kojima this year was able to pull out the biggest middle finger to Konami by laughing all the way to the bank with Death Stranding. All the way to the bank. How much money has Konami made through gaming recently? Not much. Yeah, super UPS delivery. It had to be online 24/7. Yeah. Okay, so that was the problem that he had with it. I agree with that completely. I also agree with the whole concept of if you buy the game, you can't ever let anybody borrow it ever.
I cannot believe
you didn't know that about the Xbox One? So when it initially was going to launch, they basically were going to put in digital rights management that when you bought the game, it was going to have like a CD key like your Windows would. And so you wouldn't be able to, like, let's just say you want to trade Banjo-Kazooie for another game that Alex has. You couldn't do that. Because you'd have to uninstall it from your Xbox so that he could put it on his, and then when you got it back, he'd have to uninstall it. So you wouldn't be able to keep saves or anything like that.
That is so crazy.
This killed them. This killed them. And yeah, the other thing was that it... Well, the other thing, too, did he hammer the fact, Kasaibo, that the Kinect had to be connected all the time? That was part of the whole online 24/7. Did he cover that? I'm just curious, because that was another thing, too. So, you know the Kinect, right? The camera that watched you? The camera had to be on, and it had to be connected to the Xbox all the time. And the Xbox had to be on 24/7. And they proved that the camera could still be on during that time, which meant it could record stuff while it was on. So, like, it could catch you in the act of something really, really bad and blackmail worthy. Like, that's spying on a whole new level.
Lazy Town with...
I think it did. Okay, yeah, because that was another thing that really deserved the frying. But I will say this, okay? So, all cards on the table, because I was doing the YouTube reviews, we have an Xbox One. I like it, but I waited. Here's the thing. I waited. Because Xbox just doesn't have that many game series exclusively to it that I'm interested in. Really, the thing that had to sell me was Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was on that limited release with Xbox only, and then it was Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was what sold it for me this gen. But if you look at our Xbox One right now, it's basically full of games. I shit you not. It is full of indie games. I don't have a Halo on it. I don't have Gears. I don't have all of the featured franchises of Microsoft. And anything that's multi-platform, 80% of the time I am getting it. I am getting it through Sony or Nintendo in some cases. So that's the other major problem with the Xbox One.
Yo ho, yo.
A pirate's life for me. Yes, in fact. Drink up, me Yardies, yo ho.
I think he did.
Oh yeah, so he thinks that he did mention the Kinect had to be connected while the console was on 24/7. Like that's not scary at all.
And could you just imagine walking, you know, like in your pajamas or something, while the thing was on or something? Do something stupid on the camera.
Well, I mean, Sony already had that problem with the PS4, so much so that you know the PlayStation camera, right? The PlayStation Eye? So that thing came out at launch for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It was like the featured game. And it got banned from streaming services very quickly because people were doing stupid crap with the stuff that you could do with it. For example, one of the things that could happen was like your controller would start sloshing, and you could take out a bottle of wine and open up the cork and spray it on everybody. Well, guess what people were doing with that? And make it look like they're peeing on everybody.
Oh.
And the piece de resistance that basically got it kicked off of Twitch was a husband and wife got drunk, and the husband decided, since his wife had passed out, that he would just basically undress her on camera, thinking that the camera was off.
Oh my gosh.
Well, at least that's what he said. He's like, I'm drunk, I thought it was off. I think he knew it was on, and he just wanted to do that. Because, let's just be honest, a naked girl on camera will probably get you a ton of views. So yeah, you couldn't use the PlayStation Eye after that on any streaming service. Now, just imagine that with the Kinect. That had to be on all the time. I've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It is a very funny and musical movie. Yes, in fact, it is. I love Monty Python, man. It is awesome.
Alright, let's kill these guys and move on.
In fact,
We've been here way too long.
we cannot tarry here. Is that what you're basically saying?
I would like to see the next boss. Either get rid of that sword or use a human application.
Oh! Oh! I killed two, and they took me with them. Dang it! Oh well, we're getting better though.
You think?
That's what I'm doing right now, guys. In case people are getting annoyed, I'm just building up souls because I'm going to level up, and I'm also going to buy up a bunch of life gems.
Build up souls just so you die and lose it? Oh.
Well, but if I can get back to my body, then I already have the pool that I was able to get first.
True.
And thankfully, some things are starting to permanently die.
True.
By the way, so I found out the hard way that we don't actually want to have respawning bodies.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, because the Covenant that you get that respawns the bodies, it not only respawns them. I did. Not only does it respawn the bodies, but it gives them plus 15% to the damage they can take and the damage they can deal. Basically what it is that Covenant is hard mode. So it's not worth it to have them infinitely spawn.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll do this right, I guess. I guess we'll just start lighting people on fire.
We like lighting people on fire.
No, Beavis likes lighting people. Fire!
Fire!
Are you threatening me? I am going to hold you. I need body.
Toasty.
Toasty.
Life gems are broken.
They are, in fact. There we go. I can't wait for the day when we will have so many souls that we can actually, like, upgrade weapons. And then we can just kill things faster. That'll be a good day. Have you seen that Stab project? They dub all of Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice. No. Well, I mean, I've seen the Capcom dubs, but I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Hello, weird.
Hi.
Wow, that was...
Come on. Well, you're taking your sweet time.
Wow, that was close.
It really was. Okay, let's just go ahead and use this really fast. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Okay.
Oh, looks like the guy's like, I can't get out.
I'm not sure if I want him to get out, because I think this guy has a point.
Looks like something's
It kind of does, doesn't it? Whoa! Hi, Mr. Dovahkiin!
not having
Yeah, I'm really starting to think I should do it. Because it's just not working out for me. Hey! I'm kidding.
I want Starburst.
Yes, you do. Here's hoping you guys don't mind, but, you know, we're just barely putting the kids to bed. Sometimes we haven't even had dinner. So if we get on camera, we hope we don't offend you. Jeez.
As what my YouTube
There we go. Yeah, to those... Also, I should probably clarify this really fast. If you guys didn't see the Twitter message, we did record the podcast last night, but because of the YouTube walkout that was happening, we decided to show our support and solidarity with that cause, and we recorded the podcast as RSS feed exclusive. So it will be up on the RSS feed very soon. There you can get like our full thoughts on the Game Awards, as well as a couple of questions that have been asked throughout the year that we hadn't necessarily gotten to until now. So you guys can look forward to that very soon. But yeah, we did do the podcast. We just didn't record it live. Not because we hate you, but because we hate YouTube. There's a difference. We love you guys, but Susan Wojcicki ain't gonna string it
Okay.
Well, she sucks. She's, like, personally responsible for, like, 80% of my bullshit.
Really, why is that?
Like, for anything bad that happened to YouTube, it's Susan Wojcicki. Okay. Every policy has her stamp on it.
Really?
Oh, that's right. I did fight you down here, didn't I?
Where is she at?
She's the CEO. That's what I'm saying. It has her stamp. Because she had to okay all this stuff.
And the guy from Fast and Furious.
Yes, Vin Diesel was there, aka the voice of Groot, which I will forever love him for, as well as the Iron Giant, but never for Fast and the Furious. Maybe a little bit for Pitch Black. Like Pitch Black. Not a big fan of Chronicles of Riddick. That's just me, though. Boom. Alright. So, got like 2,700 souls. Whoa! Somebody was very anxious to see us. Very, very anxious to see us. In fact. Come on. Yeah, I can see you, Mr. Firebomb. Damn it! Just try and pull them aside, and you can't do it. You can't do it, people! Maybe if I had my big old Cloud Strike Emo sword, I could do it. Rising Sun should be so happy right now because of all the deaths. This should satisfy him greatly. See, that's why I want to be able to wield it one-handed. Is because then I can do that sweeping strike, but it's a minor strike, so it doesn't take that much stamina, and I don't have to recover from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Screw you. Yeah, I know you're there. Oh, hi. Yep, they're all slowly disappearing, which is kind of sad. But I'll get over it. Boom, there we go. Slowly get our health back.
But you're still excited for Resident Evil 3 coming.
Yeah, especially if it's coming in April. I'm very excited for that. Okay. There's no easy way to do this, is there? No.
Watch
Nope,
your
nope,
side. You never know, they'll come right at you.
Oh, okay. That faded away permanently. Hey, neighbors? What happened? I thought I heard a ruckus. Did you kill our neighbors?
Yep.
And now I killed you. That's not cool, neighbor. I know. It's okay. It is, in fact. Okay, Mr. Dovahkiin, come out of nowhere. Yep. Now that I know where Mr. Dovahkiin is coming from, it's a lot easier to do it.
And there's Dovahkiin.
Ah! Seriously, the dual wielders, I hate them.
Do we all miss seeing some of the old bosses that we could be fighting right now?
Well, which ones?
Like Ornstein and Smo.
We already killed Ornstein.
Well,
We've killed him twice.
Yeah,
fact.
well, the combo together.
I don't miss Smo. Smo was weird looking. What I miss is the 2,700 souls we had. There we are. You know what, just for the hell of it, let's nuke through a human effigy.
Maybe we can survive a little bit longer.
A little bit. Plus we'll kill a little little bit better. What I'm worried about is that we broke the armor, because I'm not seeing increased souls coming from it anymore. Or at least I'm not getting as many souls as I kind of wanted. Oh, I can summon
You
somebody.
broke the armor?
You know what? Just for the hell of it, summon Bradley of the old guard. Maybe he can help me get through this quicker.
Yeah, why not?
He can be my tank.
Now, why didn't you think of that before?
It wasn't there before.
Oh.
Probably because
I'm not going to play this Pro works, and my New Year's resolution is to finish that.
very cool. This guy is really helpful because he's got a big old spear.
Pop Phoenix. Come on!
Whoa, this guy has magic.
Wow, cool.
I'm so glad I summoned this guy now. Okay,
He looks like, get here!
he
I
does in
meant-
fact.
I miss the desolation of
I do too. Not that smell. If I have to be honest about that Smo, he looked like a recycled Onimusha villain. That's my opinion. Oh, no. I didn't want to try and kill you, Bradley. I was trying to kill this guy. I love you, Bradley. Have my babies. Seriously, like, he is saving me such work right now.
Then, too bad that guy never was there before.
Well, in his defense, I was stupid. So, or I wasn't human, so I couldn't see the sun.
Thank you.
Oh, dude, he heals me! Oh, dude, can I keep you? He followed me home, Andrea. Can I keep him?
You wish.
All right. I really do wish.
Oh, wow. He's like my bodyguard.
And I'm Whitney Houston all over. And I will always love you. Oh, no.
What happened?
His task is completed. Bradley's leaving us.
No!
Oh. I wanted to have him forever.
I need to get out of this area.
No kidding. All right.
I'm sick and tired of seeing the same. Where's the nearest bonfire? Oh my gosh, there's three.
I know. And I'm dead, damn it. 5,000 souls that we just lost. No!
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the time when I should have dug out the great sword and just went smash! Killed at least 2 of them. The bromance is over. Yes, it is, Shiro! I'm officially sad now. I want him back. Somebody get me a big old boombox. I'm gonna stand outside Bradley's window. And you know somebody's gonna be like, what's that reference from?
Well, I'm kind of curious on how it's all 3 games
Mainly because the person that they were hinting at him getting together with was jailbait. So, sorry, that's the reality of it. She's 14. And I think the most recent game, she's like 18. Well, I say jailbait, but in Japan, you know, anything above 13 is a jailbait, so. I can't summon Bradley anymore.
You failed. You should have showered him in gifts and compliments.
I did! And he still left me! He still left me, Shiro! I don't think I'm gonna get over this.
It's like he left me forever.
He left me for Bradley Cooper! That amazing actor from Guardians of the Galaxy!
Does Xbox
Ninja Theory. Yes, they do own them. They own them along with the people who made We Happy Few, and I can't remember the other ones off the top of my head. Although I don't know why Xbox paid out the money for the company that made We Happy Few, because, well, We Happy Few is a buggy-ass mess. Sorry, but I'm just calling it as I see it.
And one of these days you may meet Bradley again.
It'll be too soon.
It will not be soon enough.
Bradley! I dedicate these next 10 kills to Bradley. Oh, that's why I can't summon him, because I'm still dead. Okay, that's why.
Oh.
Well, I don't have that many human effigies.
Yeah, no.
So I can't just constantly give myself humanity here, so...
Dang it, I killed you, enemies!
I know. I love Bradley too, but... Whoa! I'm apparently very popular right now.
Man, why can't you enemies freaking drop human effigies? Who cares? No.
I'm pretty sure there's at least somebody.
And I could summon Bradley now.
Yes.
This is the title of this stream. Where did Bradley?
Bradley dumped me. Oh! You suck! That was 5,000 souls! Oh, bitch. Oh. You know, I get it now. I get why this is called No Man's Wharf, because no man wants to be here.
No man's war.
Drak will carry around a picture of Bradley in his pocket and cry every time he sees it. Yes! Now I need to do that. We need to have a picture of it and just have me, like,
Can
crying.
you imagine somebody drawing a fan art picture?
I want that now. Any artists out there, draw that for me. It will be amazing.
And send it to... Was it Drak323?
Send it to @Drak2326 on Twitter.
Can you imagine if someone actually drawing a picture of that?
Yes, and I'm going to make sure that it's your PC wall. So you and I will be forever reminded that
You
Bradley
might as well
was a thing.
you may as well tell Marta to draw.
She'll want to put it on a shirt. Actually, you know what? I want it on a shirt now. Bradley! You came back!
Don't leave me ever again.
I will leave you when the time comes.
6-fingered.
Bradley, you take one, I'll take the other. Such a good team, Bradley. You have lots of torches. Okay. Go up this way, because I think the other one came from here. Yup. I know Drak and Youngya met Hideo Kojima and the men. I've met Hideo Kojima. Man, I must have been drunk that day, because I would love to meet Hideo Kojima.
Come here,
Bradley! He's like, it's okay, man. I got your back. Bradley!
and then he'll run off and disappear.
Your quest can never be complete, my friend. It can never be. It's not like I can sell it for more souls. Ow! See if I can do this. Whoa! I know. Thanks, Bradley. Is that what killed Bradley last time? It might have been. Yeah, 'cause look at his health.
Oh my gosh, why'd you jump down then?
Well,
Why didn't you go back up there
I
and
can't go
save
back
him?
up there. Well, I guess. No, I can't.
Oh, well, so much for Bradley.
Bradley!
Should've stayed up there.
Well, I'm going back up there anyway. Oh yeah, met Hideo Kojima. Well, I'm sure he met him. I'd never met him. Man, if I'd met him, then I'd want to make sure that I wasn't drunk for that. Because that would be like one of those moments where I actually might go.
I've been talking in the Pikachu voice the whole time. I love you, Hideo Kojima. I love the Metal Gear games. Solid Snake is my boy toy.
Wonderful.
And this is the part where Andrea looks everybody in the eye in the chat and just goes, what on earth have you done? Well, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna bring back my humanity. Because Bradley makes that so much easier.
This time, don't drop down and let him die.
It's not my fault, okay? I didn't know he was being killed. Bradley! And Bradley's just kind of sitting there going, what's this insult again? Need me to get you through Old Man's Wharf again, buddy?
I like the new console.
That's okay. Thank you for the heal, my friend. This is another reason I want to level, is because I want to get up my attunement, or whatever allows me to use miracles so that I can heal myself. It would just be so great to have that as an option.
You can learn that?
Yeah, it's a stat. So you can eventually teach yourself to use miracles or magic. And I want to do miracles because then at that point I can heal. So I found a heal spell. crap is going on with your spirit, man? Yeah, that's right. There's my butt there. Come on, Cerberus. Okay. Oh, hi.
Come on out.
He was watching my back. Too bad I was never watching his.
What kind of friend are you?
I know. I suck. So this was where the thing showed up, right? Yes, because I could see it. Oh. It's okay, Bradley. We will defeat it together. You're welcome, Bradley. Try torch. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm focused on somebody. It's like, why on earth can I not move? Oh! 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 Thank you! Oh, you healed yourself.
Well, you weren't standing probably close to him.
I was within range.
Huh?
I was within range. Task completed. So no, he kills these three and then he's done. And then I cry a little bit inside.
You need to find a...
Oh! Crap!
Unless you want your big sword.
Nope, I'm too delayed with it.
Oh, that's so weird, dude.
Oh, I had a crossbow. That was my problem. Son of a... Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm officially on holiday break. I can do some grinding.
I'm looking to see if there's a torch. Or a bonfire in this area.
I think this is it. Okay. Well, sorry, but I'm not going to use a human effigy this time. I am clearing out a lot of this, so I'm happy about that. I just want to get to the other side of the damn dock. That's all I want to do. This guy, he just hates me. I don't know. He just hates me. There we go. Okay, go up here.
Of course.
Oh, cool. Well, that was nice of you. Freaking gave me a human effigy. Okay. Where is the other guy coming from? Like, I'm trying to prep for him. Thought he came up the stairs. I can't see him. No man's warped. He just wants to kill me. No man wants to be here. That's the problem. How are we doing on time? Let's see. Okay, so we got about a half hour left, and then we will go to happier times in Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I'm on holiday break, so I can work on grinding in Dark Souls 2 and get some stats and all the stuff we need. Okay. It's just too bad that if I don't kill this guy, sure.
You couldn't just shoot there. Get out
Didn't I have another shield equipped? I think I did.
If you did, I don't remember. Which one?
I could have sworn it was like the Drangelic shield. Because it's kind of bugging me that I can't dodge. Like, this thing just doesn't have as much power to it. There we go. Go on up. Are you gonna give me a human effigy again? Nope. Speaking of,
Sent you a Twitter.
I will find hilarious. Okay.
We'll have to look at it.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have my phone with me. My phone is actually trying to keep my daughter asleep, so.
Trying to help her go to sleep.
Because otherwise she just kind of sits there and goes, "Mommy, I'm totally awake. I can totally..." Come on, you've heard her snore. That's not an exaggeration. Oh. Irritating. Fine. Bringing out my Cloud Strife emo sword. You know what you guys did.
They're YouTubers. The Let's Dub Project, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Duo, Destinies, Below Justice, M. Miles, Edgeworth, Investigation of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
Oh.
Also,
Those guys can hear me. Okay. That's... Hi, stick. Here's my bigger stick.
you know, why not just throw in liquors while we're at it?
Nope. Nope. These things are just unforgiving. This is why I will never play Skyrim.
It's about Bradley.
Oh, is it about Bradley? Okay. Is the Twitter app working on this thing?
Or why don't I go and see? Maybe Melody is asleep.
Maybe. Let's go see it and see if we can grab the phone. And then when we do, she'll wake up and she'll be mad. Because that's the way it goes, right? Okay. Oh, Doggy's not here. Okay. Good to know. Got your blood stain. To get all your souls back. Okay, so I have 1,400 back. Is this guy back? Yes, this guy's back.
And he will never go away.
Well, now he will. Haha! Ha ha ha!
Bang, bang, my devil trigger.
Sorry you're not offending me. Oh, good. Yeah, sometimes the translation just comes out a little weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to try very hard not to get the big guy. And I'm going to get him, regardless. Well, 3 strikes and I kills it. Oh, dude, those things are a lot. It might actually be in my best interest to kill these guys. Because I think they just gave me, like, a majority to get me over to 2,000. Boom! Let's see how much that gave, but I think it was like 500. Let's do that. I mean, should I try and walk in here? Come on out. Alright, cool. I killed that one. Okay, and then there's a second one in here. And I killed it. Boom! 4,000! I'm doing better! By thunder, we have some progress. Okay, so...
I don't know where to look.
Jiro, if you sent it, I did not get it. Or at least my, my Twitter hasn't updated to give me it, so just give me a second. So you sent it to, yeah, you sent it via Twitter DM, so we'll just wait a minute, because it usually I have to wait until an update happens with Twitter. Oh. There we go.
That sound is so creepy.
It is. Oh, wow. We've actually been in here already. That's a little creepy. Okay. Okay. Except now we shouldn't have brought it in because apparently there's an active conversation going on with my family. I'm not gonna leave it. Oh.
Probably finding out what to do for the Christmas.
Probably. That'd be my guess right now. Okay, well, we got that. You're dead. Whoa! Okay, well, that's helpful. Oh, a dual wielder again. Screw you. Okay. Let's see if I can do this.
Had to resend it. It should be sent.
Ugh.
Holy cow.
No! 6,000 souls gone. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Great, this is going to be distracting me now. Oh no, I got it. Okay. So. I love it.
Thinking of you. Wish you were here.
Damn right.
That's good.
Damn right.
That's good.
Wishing you were here, Bradley. Ding, more death, yes. In fact, but I'm getting better, and thankfully a lot of this stuff.
That's what Drak says all the time. I'm getting better.
Well, believe it or not, I am.
Yeah, not when when a lot of the enemies are finally not spawning as much.
Yeah, but I went a long string there without a death.
True.
There we go.
I am Cloud. Hear me roar.
Where is Sephiroth? I have to go to it for reasons and stuff.
I have to invite
I really wish I could remember some lines from Guts, because that's the other comparison that people are making. A character named Guts from an anime called Berserk. And his sword, actually, if I'm gonna be honest, it looks closer to Guts than it does to Cloud. Like, that's almost the sword from Berserk. So it's kind of like, I love doing the Cloud lines, but I'd love to be able to do some Guts lines. But it's been forever since I've seen Berserk. Okay, throwing knife. We don't care about you.
It's funny how sometimes an arrow pierces you in the back and you get hurt. It's like, but I had a shield. Why can't that count?
There we go. 500. That's why it was so big. All right, cool. Broadsword. Okay.
Jeez, when you were looking at your character's face that way, looked like you were Like something from a museum.
Oh! Okay, I like this weapon now.
What the heck did you do?
I backstabbed it.
Wow.
That was pretty nuts, right?
That was insane.
Okay, so let's go ahead and kill these guys.
Can I just do a strike raid right now? You're about to throw your sword.
Oh, that wouldn't work out very well. There we go. Another 500 souls. Heavy boots. Okay. Through the floor. Come on, pop through the floor.
Jump down.
Jump down, buddy. I know you're there. Come on, buddy. I'll give you a biscuit. Oh, no, there's two of them. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Boom. That really was. Longsword. All right, I'll take that.
Guts line. I'd rather fight for my life.
I'd rather fight for my life than live it. Okay. Get over here. Wow, I just barely noticed this rope going down all the way to the archer down there.
I don't think it's worth it.
I can't even use it, so.
I know.
But that would have been like a really great wee moment.
Why are you going that way?
Well, because I want to go get my body back.
Well, that's not worth going all the way down there when you just got all the way up here.
Might be worth it.
If you're wrong, I will not be surprised.
You won't let me forget it. Oh! Oh, are you kidding me?
Are you sure?
I went kersplat.
Drak, I have a question. Do you have any...
Bethesda games like Elder Scrolls, Fallout 76. No, I do not. If I'm okay, I'm not really a. Sorry if that's a problem, but I've not been the biggest Bethesda fan, and when I have played Bethesda games, it's usually been side studios like Arcane Studios or id Software, stuff like that. So I've never had any inclination to pick up Elder Scrolls or Fallout or any of that stuff because I don't have the fan loyalty, and frankly, I probably won't ever because, to be perfectly honest, I'm legitimately pissed that they just don't give a crap about you as their fans, as their players. They really don't. And so at that point, it's just like, no, I'm not willing to support them because I don't like the fact that they're screwing gamers. And yes, Kasaibo, they are facing a class action lawsuit, and they do deserve it. They deserve that lawsuit. Because Fallout 76 is a mess. And frankly, they should have just, put forth the money and fixed it. But they're not willing to do that, so they deserve to have the class action lawsuit that's going to bite them in the butt.
Well, what was wrong with Fallout?
Fallout 76? Everything.
Well, I don't know.
I'm literally not kidding. Like, I'm not trying to be vague or anything like that. Like, we're finding out about even basic stuff in a game is broken in Fallout 76. Like, I feel bad for Fallout fans because a lot of them were excited at the prospect, Fallout MMO. And they didn't get what they wanted.
Oh, really?
They got a broken mess. A broken mess littered with things like microtransactions. There was actually a game-breaking bug. A game-breaking bug in Fallout 76's... Or not 76, but the Bethesda launcher, because they didn't want to... This is how skeezy Bethesda is, Andrea. You will understand this. Bethesda didn't want to launch Fallout 76 on Steam. Why? Because Steam has a refund policy. Like, if there are problems with the game, you have to refund. Mm-hmm. Bethesda didn't want to do that, so they decided we're going to launch our own launcher for Fallout 76. And there was a there was a big old bug in the Bethesda launcher that could cripple your PC. It could make your PC a paperweight.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and the funniest thing is, that's the only thing that, to my knowledge, that has been fixed about Fallout 76. Mm-hmm. Is that, because that would be legitimate damages. Mm-hmm. And frankly, I hope those guys come out in the class action lawsuit if they got that bug. But I mean, you had game-breaking glitches. There are literally people who can't play Fallout 76 because the game launcher won't let them.
Oh, jeez.
It literally just says, you haven't bought a copy of Fallout 76. Would you like to buy a copy? Yes. Okay, so you go through the process, and then you installed it and all that, and then when you try to play it, you don't have a copy of Fallout 76. Would you like to buy it? That's what they got. And they still have that today. Not to mention the pre-order bull crap, with people getting promised like this big old canvas duffel bag, and instead they got some crap material one. But here's the thing, Andrea. That was part of a collector's edition that people had to pay, what was it, $150, $200 for? And they got an inferior bag. And most of the people that wanted that for the duffel bag.
Yeah.
So, and to this day, they still have not received a refund for their collector's edition.
Let's see. Another guts line. You have the strongest armor because you are the weakest.
Let's see.
Good idea.
Instead of a PS4 disc, there was a cardboard disc. Yeah. How about that craptastic bag they promised? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fallout 76 is a mess, and frankly, in my opinion, it is the living example of what Bethesda has been trying to reach, not accidentally, trying to reach for many years.
Good idea. Do you use revival orbs?
What was that?
Good idea. Do you use revival orbs?
In Dark Souls or Devil May Cry? Because if there's a revival orb in this game, why didn't anybody tell me?
I don't know.
There we go. Bam! We'll try to get this backstab to work. No! Oh! So close to my body.
Yeah, one more minute to go.
Okay, we're gonna try and at least grab my body, and then I'm gonna try and salvage this. This was a grinding session. I will do some more Dark Souls grinding, I promise. But yeah, that's kind of my viewpoint on the matter. I'm sick and tired of Bethesda screwing their fans over. Because here's the way I understand it. Morrowind was well built. Elder Scrolls 3. That was well built. 1 and 2 are debatable, depending on who I talk to. 4 was when we started seeing these big game releases with minor glitches and bugs that really should have been fixed before the game released. Skyrim happens. Elder Scrolls 5. Bugs are worse. In between that, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, bugs are slowly getting worse over time. Fallout 4 happens. Bug-ridden. Took forever to get a patch for it. And then came Fallout 76. Bethesda's just in the toilet.
I didn't know they had skull crawlers in Dark Souls.
Yeah, that would actually be a good descriptor, wouldn't it?
Gosh, those things would remind you like of liquors only.
What's funny is they remind me of Dead Space. When we play that, you'll understand. But they remind me of the basic enemies in Dead Space. Okay. Come on, Dovahkiin.
So can I just take this sword?
And I guess you need to answer this now. So, do you play any Bethesda games, Andrea? I already know the answer, guys.
I haven't played it.
I was aware of them as a kid, but I was not playing PC. I've always been a console gamer, so game series like Thief, never tried them, just because I mainly played on consoles. I prefer to play on a couch rather than play on emulator. I made the sacrifice for WoW and a few others, but most of the time I still tend to have my preference.
Yeah, but you'd probably rather play on a PC than play on a, like,
God damn it. Handhelds, I'm okay with playing on them, but, like, I can't play on them for long, because then I get the crick in my neck, and that's what sucks.
I think...
Total Biscuit brought this up a long time ago, is that people need to stop buying games that are basically beta or even alpha like Fallout 76. Yes. That's the thing that a lot of people don't want to admit, and I've tried to let my Bethesda fan friends down gently, but it is kind of our fault, because we continue to buy the exorbitant pre-orders, to buy the big old pre-order packages for $100, $200, $300, because then at that point Bethesda doesn't care. They have no incentive to make a good game.
Or like Street Fighter 5
Yeah.
when it was first released, as another example. And then...
Street Fighter 5 is a perfect example. And I'll to explain this really fast to Andrea. I don't know how to explain it other than this. Let's make this scenario for you, Andrea. I commit to building you a brand new PC. Like, with all the bells and whistles, with the best possible stuff, the most expensive graphics cards, everything like that. And when I give it to you, you have a motherboard and that's it. That's what Street Fighter V was. It was arcade online multiplayer launched. And there was no story mode, there was no arcade mode. There were little story segments, but they're more like just character segments to unlock additional costumes, which, by the way, at launch did not exist. They had to justify people to play that, so they started adding costumes for them. Arcade mode, story mode, versus mode. Like, if you wanted to play versus on the couch. For some reason, it took forever to be able to make that work. They only had the online multiplayer working. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just think if Smash Brothers did that. They only had the online multiplayer, but you couldn't go and do Subspace Emissary. You couldn't unlock characters. You couldn't do all the little mini-games. Like, all the things that you love about Smash, you couldn't do them. Because they didn't exist. That was the problem with Street Fighter V. Thankfully, they've since fixed that, and I am debating whether or not to get the Street Fighter V Champion Edition, just because it's more of a full package than what I had initially.
Mm-hmm.
Avenge Bradley in the game of Dark Souls. I will avenge Bradley.
Yep. We will avenge. We'll avenge him.
by Grapthar's hammer, I shall have my vengeance. Damn it. Well, that vengeance will come eventually. I am as good as dead. Dang it. Okay, and it is 9:30, so should we... I'll let the chat decide here. Should we continue with the Deathfest, or should we go to happier times with Super Mario Galaxy?
Well,
And I'm going to do this while I try to go and retrieve my
while
body.
you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can get the girls to bed.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Jiro, you're absolutely right. Because the problem is that we are kind of the problem. I've said it for years. We need to vote with our wallet. We need to say, like, we don't want these yearly releases. We don't want buggy releases, anything like that. But unfortunately, I mean, I can't control the gaming economy. And I've been saying it for years that nobody should be paying EA for the craptastic sports games that come out, that there's literally no justification for them coming out aside from a roster change, which could easily be DLC. But people still buy it. People still buy sports games. Some things you just can't change. More Deathfest. Now, a good example of buying a good early access is Subnautica, because they let people play and take players' input as they are improving it. The other thing I heard was... in early, I think they were beta stages of Mighty No. 9, when they started handing out the demo, it worked that way too, but then they started getting quiet. And I think that was when Deep Silver got involved. So there are good examples of being able to do that. I especially love Blizzard's WoW beta. They will listen to the bug input that's being brought into them. There are a lot of good examples, but unfortunately, the outlying examples are EA, Ubisoft, the usual suspects. Bethesda's definitely one among them. Okay, let's see if I can at least get a few more souls, and then I will homeward bone, and we'll figure this crap out. Yeah, the new COD has craptacular maps, but people are still buying it. Yeah, I mean, like, how many people liked the 2 Battlefront games when they came out? Do you want to know what kept those things afloat? People buying the big ass collector's editions with season passes that you had no idea what was in them. You had nothing to work with. And you were doling out $120 for something that you didn't know what you were going to get. For all you knew, you were going to get Jar Jar Binks as a hero instead of Darth Vader, and you would have been stuck with that. Like, think about that. If you bought into the Battlefront $120 edition, you could have easily gotten, I don't know, Jar Jar's a good example. You could have gotten Captain Panaka instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi. You easily could have done, like, EA could have done that to you and made you work for endless amounts of hours to get the characters that you did want. I also love the fact that that $120 edition had a bunch of stuff that you could get in the game anyway. So what makes it unique? And that's my problem. Is, unfortunately, EA's just as much at fault, but unfortunately we as the consumer also are too. So if we really want things to change, I hate to be the nagging grandpa here, but you got to vote with your wallet, and that includes the people that don't care. Like, we basically need to give them the reason that they not force it upon them, but explain to them, why this is a bad thing and why we shouldn't be supporting it. Okay, so we've got more Deathfest.
Okay.
We can go for like another half hour, and then we can just do the last hour as Mario. I don't care. That's why I just wait and have my friends waste their money beta testing games so I can find out what is actually good. Good plan. Good plan. Except the problem is that I'm the friend that you're relying on, because I'll go do it. But it's a good strategy overall. I mean, here's a perfect example of, like, I can have a serious love for a game and it dwindles away. A while back, we were actually considering doing a Let's Play for the Assassin's Creed games. In fact, I think, Andrea, you still want to do it.
Yeah.
And I've been like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. And you're just like, well, why not? You know, we played the first game, and the reason simply is because they went yearly release. The quality of Assassin's Creed games has just gone down. Like, they're coming out with game-breaking glitches. The one that's infamous is there was a glitch where if you tried to talk to a woman in Assassin's Creed Unity, all of her face was still there, but all of the implements that are additional in the model, like the eyes, the teeth, the brain, they all came out of the model. It's actually a frightening thing. If somebody wants to put a link up to what that looked like, I'll show it to Andrea. Not you, but I know people that play games for 2 weeks, then move on to the next big beta game. Yeah, I know them too. I tend to stick to places, but here's the thing. I would be the guy who'd be willing to beta test, because not because I'm an idiot or anything like that. I'm not saying it that way, but I am willing to test somebody's hard work. I'm willing to do that, just because I know what it's like to want feedback on anything that I've worked hard on. I mean, Jiro, perfect example. You've been helping out so much with the stream this past year, and I've been coming to you in DMs with questions of like, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? That's who I am. That's why I'm willing to go out and do the beta tests, is because that'd be me in that chair too. And I can totally understand that. Come on, Mr. Dovahkiin.
You killed my doggo!
I did kill the doggo. I'm so mean. That, and here's the thing. Betas are free. So for like a college student, testing out a beta is enticing, as long as you have a good PC to try it. We've been college students, we know. If you can get a game for $5 as opposed to 60, you'll do it, right?
If I had the time, yes.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying you do, like, we're already assuming that you do have the time.
Oh my.
Would you buy a game for, would you buy a game for $5 if you knew, or would you buy a game for $60 if you knew you could get it for $5?
Hey, man. Killed the dog.
I know! She is definitely gonna kill me. I killed the doggo right in front of the chat. And knowing my wife will rat me out tomorrow. She totally will. Yep. Okay. And Spot was therefore beheaded while an arrow went past my head. Okay. You know what? We've had fun, but... Where is it? Use. I'll take it. Because at this point, it's better than nothing. And I gotta go replenish life gems and all that. Can I level up Annie? Jula. Marta's gonna be so mad she probably won't strike a t-shirt deal with me. She won't make shirts for me anymore. She's like, nope, no, I won't make shirts for you until you stop killing the doggos. Like, I'm sorry, Marta. I'm sorry.
There, lest this.
Okay, I can technically level up. Or I can buy a buttload of life gems. Choices.
It's hard to swim.
It really is, because, like, I could increase my strength, so maybe it would be easier to wield the greatsword. Or, let's just see for the record, like, how many light gems I bought.
On you.
Okay. 16 life gems. For what I have. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm going this road. So I'm going to have to go back down there anyway.
Yep.
So we might as well just do it. Let's see. Where are we at? Do you guys want to continue to see Deathfest, or would you like to see Mario Galaxy? Because then at that point we can have some fun and we don't have to have Deathfest anymore. Meantime, I'm going to travel to Dwarf again. Mario Galaxy. Okay, so
Let's take a break, shall we?
yeah, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we will start up Mario Galaxy. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Yep.
See, now we can talk about greater things because I'm not dying constantly. Welcome back to Mario Galaxy! Andrea, you need to unzip my pants! Yahoo! Alright, so...
This isn't Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, but I'm trying to find ways for the meme to last forever.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Hey, Luigi! Unzip my pants! Yahoo! Okay, so where were we at? We did the Honey Hive Galaxy. A new galaxy has appeared. Huh.
So you can just choose one.
Loop-to-Loop Galaxy. And Flip Switch Galaxy. You know what? I'm gonna go Galaxy. Why not? Also, if there are any issues with the audio, you have to kind of change these around. Any console older than current gen. Oh no, Surfing 101. I'm gonna have to teach myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to teach myself to surf.
Are you a surfer too?
No.
No! Hey, see, well, if you change your mind, let me know.
Okay.
Are you a surfer too?
Yeah.
No.
Well, if you change your mind. Mario, sunshine.
Screw you!
It's your first time race surfing, right? Well, then, let me show you the ropes.
Okay, so point your on the screen.
That's the basic position.
Turn left, twist left. Oh, okay, that's how you turn left, and then turn right. Now we have to deal with the carpal tunnel inducing sessions. Okay, all you need to do is hold down A and steal. Now give it a go.
This would be something I could do once I have
I actually heard, I can't remember which of my friends actually said it, but he felt it was easier to do this if you got the Mario Kart wheel, and I have no idea how on help him. I just don't know how he would do that. Mario Kart wheel. Also, weirdness of music. Say that. Okay. There you go. That's where motion control is taking us. Oh, the purple color. I just feel pain. Do you know what I mean? Maybe if I did it with my right hand, it'd be okay.
Right.
If I fail this time, I can't. Yeah. Oh, now I see what you want to do. doesn't work.
Oh, I could
You'll
try.
make it work. So really quick, while she was doing this, I'm also going to let people know. So tomorrow, in case people did not know this from Tuesday, tomorrow we will actually not be doing more than Final Fantasy as Stephen Rock instead of Andrew. And we're going to do ourselves a favor and do some So if you guys want to join us, because we would have no problem doing that with you guys as well. You guys can go ahead and reach out to me at Drak Let or DM me, and we can get friended or anything like that. Obviously, you guys can see what we do. I'm going to go ahead and score this right away. So we have picked 3 fighting games for it. We are going to do, it's sort of a by request. We're going to do Dragon Ball FighterZ for PS4. So you guys can join us and we can have some fun fighting each other. Yay! There's one that you actually have to beat your own time, don't you?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, good.
Well, actually, I got the. I beat it under 130.
So, Dragon Ball FighterZ is game number 1. Game number 2 is going to be Guilty Gear XR Rev 2 on PS4 again. So you guys are more than welcome to join us on that as well for some online multiplayer. And then we're going to wrap things up with Super Smash Bros. Ultimates. So you guys can join us for that as well. I'm just not promising to have every single character as... Oh, wow, the galaxy's already complete. Okay. That's how special Andrew is.
We've discovered an enemy base in the region. We can only hope they're not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star.
Save your game. So yeah, those are the games. Dragon Ball FighterZ with Fighters Pass Season 2, so we will have DBS early, but if you guys don't, that's fine. So this one's complete. This one's complete, and let's do So, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear XR Rev 2, and finally, Super Smash Bros. We would love to have you guys join us because we could do online multiplayer and just play ranked matches together, but it's always fun to be able to bring you guys into the process as well. Oh, game music is drowning out your voice, so I missed a lot of what you said. Okay.
Yes.
So give me a quick second here, and I'll fix that.
Jeez, I wonder why the music is loud.
Well, it's naturally loud in the week, so.
True.
Let's turn it down a touch. Here.
Do 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 do.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh no. This is why I don't like having those issues.
What?
I think XSplit has frozen on me.
Oh dear.
Which means I'll probably have to restart the damn stream.
I should say game audio is louder than your voice.
No, I get it.
Mm-hmm.